Hey everybody, it's Gamescom 2009, and I'm joined by Mike Leydelow, lead designer on Dragon Age Origins. Mike, let's get right into it. What are you guys showing for Dragon Age Origins today? Talk about the quest that you've got available and how it fits into the overall story.
Well, it's something new. It's called the Urn of Sacred Ashes. That's kind of the overarching quest, and it's, I would say, somewhere in the middle. The game itself is so huge, it's kind of hard to pin down exactly when any player might hit it. But really, it's you coming to find what's arguably the holy grail of the world of Ferelden, and to use it to try and recover the King of Redcliffe. Arl Eamon is his name, and if you can bring him back, you can hopefully recruit his army to actually help you out against the Blight.
Now, this is sort of a special situation because it shows off a feature in the game where if you make a decision that doesn't please your party mates, they'll actually turn on you, right?
Yeah, it's the first time we've actually shown that, though we've hinted at it quite a bit. Every character in Origins has their own agenda, especially those that join you. I mean, they're doing it for their own reasons. In this case, through one of the paths, because we're showing two different ways through, we're actually destroying the Holy Grail for intents and purposes, right? The urn itself is gone, and two of our party members turn on us. So we're left with at basically half strength. We have no way to talk them down in the current playthrough. Now, a lot of players are going to hit this and run into different versions of it too, which is, I think the most exciting part of the game.
Let's talk about the two different outcomes that can result, or at least the two outcomes that you guys showed today.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah. Basically, just run it through for the folks who didn't have the pleasure of seeing it.
Sure. In one outcome, we ended up with the basically desperately trying to keep the secret of the urn. We felt that it was too powerful an artifact to let slip into hands. And to be fair, on our way in, we'd been attacked by a cult. We'd had a dragon trying to assault us. And really, this thing was something that we were worried about the Darkspawn getting a hold of. What if they could bring back their leaders, turn themselves into an immortal army? We did not want that to happen because as wardens, that's our job, is to stop them at all costs. The other side, the other presentation we did would be where we actually said, you know what, I think at a time when the world is at its darkest, people need hope, they need faith, and to think that even though, the world is basically sinking into chaos, we were still able to find this ancient lost artifact. Why wouldn't we share that? Why wouldn't we give hope? So in one version, we end up with many of our party dead and having turned on us, and the scholar who brought us there kind of, dead in the floor with a knife in his head. In the other one, we end up actually trying to clear the path to actually make it open for pilgrims, and we end up having to deal with the High Dragon that's kind of guarding the pass, using it like a hunting territory. So it ends up with a pretty different outcome.
Now, how does that fit into the overall theme you guys have been talking about there's not necessarily a good or evil path, it's just the path that you choose based on you as a player?
Well, we're looking at, making sure there's no obvious response from the game that says, oh, that's the good one, the evil one. Instead, we're dealing with reactions and the way that the game interacts with the various choices you make. And the big thing to my mind is that the game remembers. It takes a look at the things you do and actually responds to that. People will call it out. There'll be rumors circulating around as you go through the more civilized areas of the land. Members of your party will question why you did something or how you did it, or, in this case, turn on you. It's not just a black and white morality, and that's the neat part, is that we end up with, a game that responds, but doesn't do so in a way that says that was wrong or right. It just responds.
Excellent, Mike. Sounds very good. Before I let you go, I obviously have to finish up with the natural question. When is Dragon Age Origins going to be available in stores, and which platforms?
Well, you'll be seeing it for Europe. We're talking about November 6th, November 3rd in North America. That's for the PC and the Xbox 360. It'll be coming out a couple weeks later on the PS3 for each of those.
All right, Mike. Thank you very much.
Thanks again.
There you go, guys. Dragon Age Origins. Keep an eye out.